Hey guys, Sak here from sakitech, and in today's video what we are going to do is we are going to be comparing the Samsung Galaxy S25 Ultra to the Samsung Galaxy S24 Ultra, because a lot of people are wondering whether or not they should upgrade, and also many people want to know exactly what the differences are, what has changed, what is new, what has improved. So in this video we're going to do a full side-by-side comparison and analysis of every aspect of these smartphones and see exactly what is new. And at the end of the video, based on facts, we are going to offer a conclusion or whether or not you should upgrade or not. So let's dive in and get started right away. Guys, before we dive in, we have some amazing news. There is going to be an exclusive affiliate link down below for sakitech viewers with some powerful benefits if you decide to grab the S25 Ultra. You're not going to find this anywhere else. Here's what you get. Free $50 instant Samsung credit on top of everything else I will mention. Up to $300 in Samsung credit that you can use to buy accessories, add-ons, storage upgrades, and more. You decide how you want to spend it. Up to $900 in trading credits. This is a limited time deal and currently the best offer available. The free $50 activates as soon as you click the link below and order within 30 minutes. All right, let's move on. All right, so first, let's talk about the build and design. Now, when you look at the frame of these devices, they both use titanium. It's the same titanium, and also when you look at the rear of these products, the rear glass panel is Gorilla Glass Victus 2. Again, both smartphones, no change. Now, when you move to the front, on the S25 Ultra, there's an upgrade. We now have the next-gen Gorilla Glass Armor, which is going to be slightly tougher, slightly more scratch resistant, and also it's going to be better anti-reflective properties. Now, the S24 Ultra has the last-gen Gorilla Glass Armor, which is still pretty good, but there is certainly an upgrade here. Now, the next thing you're going to notice that is different is the edges of the products. This is design-wise. The S25 Ultra has flat edges on both sides. So when you look at them side by side, they look different. Personally, I prefer the S25 Ultra's design when it comes to the frame, but it's not a huge deal. And I do like the fact that they're both matte finishes. Now, one of the biggest changes in design is from the front. You can see we now have rounded corners on the S25 Ultra versus the boxy design on the S24 Ultra. In this instance, I prefer the boxy design with the sharper corners, but some people have been really looking forward to the rounded corners, which makes it look more like an iPhone. So you can let me know down below which one you prefer, the rounded corners or the boxy corners. And I do want to quickly mention that both smartphones have IP68 water resistance of the same caliber, and they both have the same 15-watt wireless charging. Now, some of us were expecting magnets on the back of the S25 Ultra so you could attach accessories to the back magnetically like the iPhone. That is not here. No magnets, same wireless charging. So that's the design and the build. Nothing particularly dramatic here. Let's talk about the processor, performance, storage, and all that good stuff. So the S25 Ultra now has the Snapdragon 8 Elite processor. You get 12 gigabytes of RAM, and you can get up to 1 terabytes of storage. And you have UFS 4.0 storage. On the S24 Ultra, it is almost the same except for the processor. Processor is Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 processor. Now, I do want to let you know that the processor on the S25 is significantly more powerful than the S24 Ultra. Let me give you the numbers. So when it comes to the CPU, it's going to be 37% faster. That is the processing. When it comes to the GPU, it's going to be 30% faster. That's the graphics, the graphical performance, games, video editing, and all that good stuff. And when it comes to the NPU, which is the neural processing unit, which is designed to run AI functions, it is going to be 40% faster. So overall, we are looking at a significant boost in performance in all key areas. But that's not everything. There's something new that is also noteworthy. We now have a larger vapor chamber that allows for 40% better cooling. So the heat dissipation has been enhanced dramatically. So you have a faster phone that also runs cooler. Combine them both, and you are going to get maximum performance. And there's going to be some other benefits as well, as I'm going to show you guys in a second. So that's the processor and performance. Let's move on and talk about the display. Now, when it comes to display, on the S25 Ultra, we have a slightly larger screen, 6.9 inches versus 6.8 inches on the S24 Ultra. The screen resolution is the same. The maximum brightness is the same, 2600 nits. But earlier we mentioned we have the next gen Gorilla Glass Armor, which does increase the anti-reflective properties on the S25 Ultra. So it is going to handle reflection better. That's number one. Number two, there is a built-in AI algorithm that is going to be exclusive to the S25 Ultra. Now, this AI algorithm activates when you switch to QHD resolution in the display settings. That is able to increase the sharpness and clarity of colors and crispness of the display. So yes, the display is going to be slightly better. Again, nothing dramatic. The S24 Ultra already is an amazing display, but the S25 with the new glass and some AI trickery is going to be slightly more sharper and less reflective. Now let's move on and talk about the software. Now with the software, we have One UI 7.0 on the S25 Ultra with Android 15 and some new Galaxy AI features. Initially, all this stuff is going to be exclusive to the S25 Ultra, and later they will trickle down to the S24 Ultra. So for example, we have the brand new Now Brief widget. You tap on the widget and you immediately see relevant information based on the time of the day and also based on your usage of your phone. And it's even going to give you the information you need before you even know you need it. So kind of like a personal assistant widget. Now we have some good news with Galaxy AI. Now when you press and hold the side button, it brings up Galaxy AI, which is Gemini and Bixby all combined, and it's system-wide, offline, online. It can process queries related to the settings of your phone. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Let me go to my settings here for a second. So let's go to settings and I'm going to tap on search, and look at that. There is the AI. It says, what are you looking for? So I can press on the microphone and I can actually ask it to find a certain setting. So let's look for something, display settings. So there we go. I just spoke to it and it gave me all the relevant display settings. It can do the same thing in any Samsung Galaxy app. Let me just go to gallery. So if I were to go to gallery, there's nothing in here right now, but I could look for certain photos just by description and it will find them and list them for me. So it's built in system-wide into your phone's settings and apps. I am not going to dwell on these too much, because all this stuff is bound to trickle down to S24 series with later software updates. The overall interface and settings on both phones are largely the same. One area which is disappointing is that the S Pen on the S25 Ultra will no longer offer Bluetooth functions like Air Actions. So you cannot control your phone with the S Pen remotely. You can see the Air Actions menu is missing on the S25. But every other S Pen function is still present and is still a great writing and sketching tool. And of course, Air Command is still here as well. Now let's talk about the battery. The battery life will be better despite the fact that we have 5000 milliamp hours on both of these smartphones. The reason it's going to be longer is because of that superior processor, the Snapdragon 8 Elite processor, which is more efficient and it runs cooler. All that is going to translate to a longer battery life. This processor is 27% more efficient than the Snapdragon 8 Gen 3, so it is guaranteed to get you longer battery life, probably by a couple hours. And remember, we have a larger vapor chamber, so that means the phone remains cool, which also helps the battery run for longer. So longer battery life guaranteed. When it comes to charging, wired and wireless, it's all the same. 45 watt wired charging, 15 watt wireless charging, no magnets. So let's talk about the camera upgrades. Interestingly, there's not much change in terms of numbers. The front camera remains the same at 12 megapixels. The rear camera is still 200 megapixels, just like the S24 Ultra. The telephoto cameras are unchanged. A 50 megapixel 5x telephoto and a 10 megapixels 3x telephoto. However, there is a big improvement with the new 50 megapixel ultra wide camera, which is an upgrade from the 12 megapixel ultra wide on the S24 Ultra. Now, this new ultra wide camera offers superior ultra wide shots and delivers 4 times sharper macro photos, ideal for close-up photography. Samsung emphasized that the real upgrade lies in the new processor's improved image processing capabilities. This means better night photography and videography with reduced noise. We'll be testing these claims in our upcoming camera review, but that's the story for now. Just a quick reminder before we move on to the conclusion. There is going to be an exclusive affiliate link down below for sakitech viewers with some powerful benefits. If you decide to grab the S25 Ultra, you're not going to find this anywhere else. Here's what you get. Free $50 instant Samsung credit on top of everything else I will mention. $300 Samsung instant credit that you can use to buy accessories, add-ons, storage upgrades, and more. You decide how you want to spend it. Up to $900 in trading credits. This is a limited time deal and currently the best offer available. The free $50 activates as soon as you click the link below and order within 30 minutes. All right, let's move on. All right, so we have looked at just about everything. So should you upgrade from the S24 Ultra to the S25 Ultra, or if you are in the market to buy one of these phones, which one should you buy? The answer is actually very simple. We just have to look at exactly what has improved. Here's a summary. The Snapdragon 8 Elite processor is significantly faster than the S24. We have a faster CPU, faster GPU, and a faster NPU for AI. We have a slight improvement on the display. It has better anti-reflective properties, and also it is going to be slightly more crisper and more color accurate. The S25 is going to be the first to get One UI 7.0 and all the exclusive Galaxy AI features like the Now Brief and the unified Galaxy AI that is fully integrated into your phone and understands natural language. We do have an improved wide-angle camera. It is going to get you better, sharper, higher resolution, wide-angle shots. And the rest of the camera is also going to behave much better due to superior processing power of the new chip. And of course, the battery life is going to be longer by 1 to 2 hours. So are these improvements worth the upgrade? The answer is yes, only if the price and the incentives are right. So for example, if you are in the United States, there are some amazing pre-order deals, high trade-in values for the S24, and a lot of freebies. So if it's gonna cost you a couple $100 to upgrade from the S24 to the S25, which is possible right now, then yes. But if you're not in a position to be able to upgrade at the right price, then the answer is no, don't upgrade. Personally, I would never pay more than $500 or $600 to upgrade. But if I can pay $300 to $400, then I would do it. Now, what if you're in the market to buy the S24 or the S25? In that case, I would just go with the S25. S24 Ultra right now has no incentives to buy, but the S25 Ultra is loaded with incentives. But that would be the answer. If it's not too costly to upgrade, I would upgrade. If you're in a position where it's going to cost you a lot of money to upgrade, I wouldn't upgrade. But that's about it. Remember to use the links down below to complete your order if you decide to go forward, because you're going to be getting some exclusive discounts. All right, guys, any questions, comments, or concerns? Drop them down below. Let me know. For now, have a fantastic day.